it's Rose with another Rosie Posie Ponderings. Today I want to talk about, can CBD oil get you high? I could just say no and leave it at that, which is what I see a lot of times. A lot of the articles that I've read and a lot of the places I've gone to find information just say no and they leave it at that. Well, I want to know more information on that. Why? Tell me more. Don't just say no and let me just take that answer. I've always been a why person, so I decided to do a little more research and figure out. Well, first of all, what are the side effects of CBD oil? What is going to happen if I take too much of this? If I take too much, will it make me high? So I started doing some research on it, and I found out that the worst side effects that you can have, I went to WebMD.com. If you want a very medical version of what CBD oil will do for you, and you want to see how negative someone can be, always go to a doctor type website for your information, and you'll get the worst information you can possibly get on anything natural. So I went to WebMD.com, that's actually my go-to, and found that article, and they have a negative feel to the article while not actually saying anything negative. I don't know if you can understand what I mean by that, but in that, they are one of the few that I found that actually listed side effects for if you take more CBD oil than you need. Now, I'm not saying toxicity level, because there is technically no top level to this. You can't necessarily take more than you need. This is something, it's a superfood, it's not a medicine, so you cannot take too much, just like you can't eat too much broccoli or whatever, but you're going to have some side effects that are unpleasant if you eat too much broccoli. So the same thing goes with CBD oil. If you take too much CBD oil, then you can have dry mouth, you can have some nausea, and you can feel sleepy. So those are not really bad side effects. I can live with that. Also, if you take too much, you're wondering, okay, if I take too much and I'm taking CBD oil that has THC in it, is that going to affect me? Well, amazingly enough, the cannabinoids, the CBD cannabinoids, block THC. So if you have a high level of CBD in your CBD oil and a low level of THC, which that's the legal version of CBD oil that we should be receiving. If you're getting anything other than high CBD content and low THC, you're getting an illegal form. The legalized form is 0.3% dry weight of THC. So you're getting that low amount, you're getting hopefully a very high level of CBD in your oil, and that will actually serve as a blocker, and when that THC comes in, it keeps you from having the psychotic effects of the THC. We had people do some studies because they were concerned, does the CBD turn into THC in your stomach and then cause you to have psychotic issues and a high? And they did research in Italy on mice because they were concerned about this. They made sure to measure out the amount of CBD they were giving them, and they checked to see if the CBD then converted to THC. It did not. In fact, it actually helps stabilize, whereas the THC is a psychotic. It causes hallucinations, it causes anxiety, and it causes paranoia. The CBD actually does the opposite effect. It is a relaxer, it helps you to be calm, it helps you have anti-psychotic effects. So in fact, people that are on psychotic medicines for schizophrenia or for any other kind of psychotic depressive or any other kind of psychosis can eventually, if they take CBD, replace psychotic medicines with CBD to help them have antipsychotic effects. So the CBD does just the opposite of what that THC does, and it really helps calm the body. So if you're looking at CBD oil and you're trying to decide if it's going to be healthy for you and if you should take it, the answer is it is safe. The worst that can happen to you is if you start out a little strong and you take too much, you might get a little dry mouth or you may get a little sleepy. At the worst, you'll get a little nauseous, and hey, you can just use a little peppermint, and mine is peppermint flavored, so hey, that should offset that problem. So if you have any questions, please comment questions down below, hit like and subscribe, and join me again for another Posie Ponderings later on. Thank you.